Hi and welcome to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Me and Scotia are finally on our way. We are, I wouldn't say we're halfway, we're not even halfway. We've stopped for a breakfast at Southwaite here. Scotia, how are you feeling that the journey is now, well, it's begun?
It's commenced. I'm starting to get that buzz now. I mean, we were speaking earlier on when we jumped in the car back up in Glasgow. You were still feeling a wee bit nervous, just double checking.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've looked for my passport today has been ridiculous, just making sure it's still there. But no, starting to get that buzz. Talked to a few Rangers lads in there at the service station as well. So yeah, starting to get the buzz now, and I'm sure it'll finally get there once we get down and through check-in and everything.
As we film that, there's some guys that have just shouted at us there coming into the service station saying we're on our way. It's been good fun coming in the motorway. We've had lorry drivers flashing us, we had a motorcyclist put his hand up at us, we had a guy beating his horn at us. It's been good fun coming down. So yeah, there's lots of bears on their way down to God knows what airports. We're flying East Midlands, but Manchester, Newcastle, everywhere.
Someone going down to Bristol as well.
Bristol, that's a journey. I usually fly to Bristol from Glasgow, so that's a journey for them. But no, it's brilliant. Everyone's in great moods, and yeah, we'll do a few more of these. We'll probably do one in the airport as well. We'll do one on the plane, obviously, but we'll upload this to Carney so you can try and see our adventure. We'll try, obviously, when we're in Seville. We can't promise because, as you know, me and Scotia like a wee bevy now and again. So we'll see how we do. So, any final thoughts, Scotia, before we jump back on the motorway?
No, really, no. I'm just going to finish off my breakfast and then I wait for the remainder of the journey. And then, as I say, it'll all set in once we get through the check-in. I think that's when the buzz will properly start.
Yeah, no. We have been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and we will be back in the airport, hopefully, with a pint in our hand as well. So we'll be excited for that. Cheers, we'll see you then. Hi, we're back. Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Me and Scotia have actually made it to East Midlands Airport. So the car's been dropped. The pints are here. Scotia, how does it feel?
Oh no, as I was saying earlier, the buzz is now definitely here that we've got through security fairly quickly, although you gave me the fear because you used my boarding pass to go through. Mine wouldn't go through. I'm like, oh no, what's going on here? But thankfully get through security, no bother. So just a few pints before we get on the plane. Absolutely buzzing now.
Yeah, you hear quite a lot of the horror stories at the moment at the airports that takes ages to get through security. I thought East Midlands would be picked. It's a small airport. We get through within 10 minutes. I'd like to give a shout out to Ian, who instantly spotted us and bought us a pint at the bar.
Thank you very much,
Outstanding. Ian. He didn't need to do that, but it was a pleasure to meet you. He's going to Mallorca. He's going that kind of route, so he's going a different route from us. So hopefully we'll see him in Seville. But Scotia, our flight looks like it's half bears. They're all singing their sombreros in here. It's party time at the moment.
It's filling up now as well. I mean, there was probably about 100 bears when we got in here at first, but we've been in the bar bit now for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and there's easily about 200 bears here. It is fairly subdued at the minute, but I think that's because their flights are all maybe a wee bit later if they're not going to the Faro one. But I know you're starting to get that feeling, and looking at stuff on Twitter as well. I feel the buzz.
Yeah, I seen the players board their plane to Seville just there on Sky Sports Twitter, so that was good to see the lads on their way to Seville like us. So me and Scotia, our flight is on time, I think, Scotia at the moment, so hopefully we'll get into Faro, no problems, get the bus through to Seville. We're into Seville tonight at midnight. Maybe have a wee beverage in a local bar, hopefully get one before we go to our bed tonight, Scotia.
All the tapas bars kind of shut about 11 o'clock. So
that was 2 o'clock.
Some of the nightclub places as well, so we'll take a walk from the bus station to the hotel, and if anything pops up along the way, we'll probably jump in there for a wee midnight refreshment.
Yeah, the bar's pure chaos here. Scotia played a blinder and get 4 pints instead of 2 pints, so
the was taking ages.
So we're well stocked up here, so we'll drink these pints, we'll go down to our flight, board the flight, which will be an experience on its own, and we'll hopefully bring you more reaction throughout our adventure to Seville. So thanks for joining in, and we'll see you again. Thank you. Hi and welcome back to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Me and Scotia have successfully made it to Portugal via the police coming on our plane there, which, well, shat herself. A boy was told 3 times not to vape. He vaped 3 times and what happens, Scotia, when you vape 3 times with the Portugal police?
They come and get you, and that could be a big fine, that one. But to be honest, our flight across, it wasn't too rowdy, which I quite enjoyed. It was.
If you like the Diallo song, you would have loved that flight.
But no, it was fairly stress-free, and getting through the airport there was an absolute breeze as well. I mean, it took us all of about 15 minutes, so we're just sitting having a wee super bock.
Super bock
In the airport.
Yeah, I agree with Scotia. I would say that the flight we were on was probably 50% Rangers fans. Well behaved, I thought, apart from the guy that obviously was told not to vape 3 times. But a couple of songs, Ryan would have liked the Diallo song. It was sang umpteen times, so it's in my head now. When we landed, we sang the
We're on our way.
We're on our way song, aye. So it was good. It was good fun on the plane. There was a lot of the English that have obviously booked holidays to Portugal. We're all wondering. One guy asked the guys in the sombreros, "He's on a stag do," and he was like, "Well, it must be a big stag do they're on." So no, it was good fun. Like Scotia says, folk come to Faro, absolute breeze getting through Faro. We were worried because we heard horror stories of massive queues of 90 minutes, and we've obviously got a bus to catch. But it was like you say, Scotia. It was a breeze coming through, no COVID checks or anything. It was unbelievably easy.
Yeah, it was absolute breeze. I did say to you, we were kind of lucky that our flight arrived, and the last UK one between that was at Gatwick, which was about an hour and a half ago. So there wasn't really any hold up in the queues. So we were quite lucky with the timing of our arrival as well. But no, absolutely fantastic, and we can kind of just relax now. We'll probably get COVID checked when we go over the border into Spain, no doubts. But so far, fingers crossed, it's been relatively easy.
Yeah, so far. I mean, it's usually quite stressful, these kind of journeys when you're trying to join journeys up, especially buses, planes and everything, and it's quite tight with the times. But to be fair, it's went very smoothly so far, which I'm going to say, well, could it be an omen, Scotia? I don't know, but yeah, we've got a wee bit of time to chill, have our super bock for Portugal, and we'll have a wee beer, and we've got a bus in 45 minutes time or something, which will take us to Seville, which we'll be there for midnight. But we'll like we say, we'll try and do as much content as we can do over the next couple of days. So yeah, we have been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast, and we will see you soon.